Hello, hello, hello. Coffee's on. It's a Sunday, so it's my ugly mug time again. Hope you've all had an awesome week. If you're catching me up on the replay, what we're going to be doing today, Wendy has bullied me into doing some Scottish pronunciations. I'm spilling coffee down myself, I think. Rosanne, I'm wearing my skeleton top just for you. And Wendy's bullied me into doing some Scottish pronunciations, so we'll be teaching you some Scottish. We're going to have a little look over another one of Pam Duthie's Felting Friends on Facebook's followers Etsy shop. We're going to see if we can have some help with that, and I promise you guys it's a good one. Nice needle felting and beaded shop. She's got dragons, so it's worth hanging around for. And also using EtsyRank and some of the new changes in Etsy to see if we can come up with some changes for her shop, and just our normal chat. So if you guys are in chat just now, if you just want to say hello, if you've got a confusing shop name, if you just want to say what your name is so that I know who we've got, and we'll get started any minute now. I think we've got a couple of people watching, so if you're able to, just let us know. Also, if you guys can let me know what time this is for you guys. I think some time zones have shifted because people seem to be struggling getting out of bed. Well, I'm struggling getting out of bed, not for 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 4 p.m. UK time anyway. And it's coffee time. Oh, I've had a fantastic idea for some extra merch that I'm planning on. I have to practice and see what it's going to be, but if you guys let me know what you think. For the needle felters just now, we'll work on some other things later, but for the needle felters I was thinking of, and I'll show you, I've not done it yet. Now that I've been using a needle felting tool, a holder tool for the needle, words, I've been talking for 3 minutes and I can't do words. Now that I'm doing these wooden tools, and I'm wanting to get back into some of my other crafts, and I used to do pyrography, burning stuff. So I wondered how you guys would feel about personalised needle felting holders. I'm just looking into trying to get a supplier for some of the holders, and then I'll get them to me and I'll start decorating them up pretty and probably inappropriate, like the felt me up mug, but some of the little phrases we've been working on for fun, like stabbed to life and feeling stabby and things like that, and maybe your name on it. We'll come to that later. But I just wondered what you guys thought of all of that. So again, been an awesome week. Been covering some of the Etsy changes from the Ultimate Guide to Etsy SEO, but also, if you didn't see it, on Friday I got beta access to the new analytics from Etsy, which my voice is still not working yet. The new analytics from Etsy, they're just in beta. They're very glitchy. I seem to have access to that like for 10 minutes a day, and then suddenly it's not there. But these are looking exciting. They're giving us actual click-through rates, which is such an important metric. So I'll do more videos on that. And also I'm planning for next week, we will do, what will we have? A video on relisting, whether relisting works, whether there's any penalty for it, what my take on relisting is, what Etsy says about relisting. We'll do a video on that. We'll probably have another cat video. I'm a little behind with this because doing the cat's head video, if you haven't seen it, I made an attempt at making a cat's head. Doing that took me a bit of time, so I'm kind of having a break, and I've got a lot of orders on, so I'm just trying to think of a fun little, maybe we'll do some kind of Halloweeny cat. That sounds cool. And I'm hoping by Friday the changes will be out to the EtsyRank website, because I know Anthony's working really hard on updating these things, so hopefully we'll be able to have a first look at all the new changes on that, tying in with all the changes on Etsy. So that's my plans for the week. So I don't know if I'm still talking to myself just now. There's a few of you in, but I know people are having trouble getting getting to me at this time now. It used to be a good time. So if you guys let me know what time on a Sundays are good. I know clocks are about to change in the UK shortly, so autumn fall back, so we'll go back an hour. So this will be this that'll make this an hour later, won't it? Yeah, but then other countries will change, and so it'll be all crazy for the next few weeks probably. Right. So again, if anyone's in the chat, if you just want to say hi, we've got Wendy here. Hi there, good to see you. Nice to have people to chat to. Laura's here too. Good to see you, Laura. Yeah, cool to see you guys. I seem to be having a massive lag today, but I'll learn about stuff. I'll learn how to sort out the latency of this. I have been told many times, but yeah, the lag's a pain. I ask a question and 10 minutes later the answers come in. Right, so what we're going to have to do first of all, we'll have Magdalena made it. Hi there, Magdalena. Well, I'll ask you guys first of all. We've got the choice. Do we want me teaching you Scottish words? That's just a short thing. Do we want to do that first of all, or should we do the EtsyShop review first of all? Let me know. I'll give you like a couple of seconds to catch up on that and think about that. See what you want first, and we'll dive into it. Oh, it's over a month since I had the cold and I still haven't got over this creaky throat. Magdalena loves the skeleton sweater. Thank you so much. I'm not manky. I wore this last week and Rosanne loved it, and I love it too. So I decided to pull it out again. I've not been wearing the same skeleton jumper, but I figured it's Halloweeny time, so I get away with this, and I'll just have to treat myself to some more. We've got Daniel. Nelly called you Danielle again. I'm terrible. We've got Daniel here again. And guys, you do want to check out his YouTube channel. He's pretty awesome. He wants Scottish words, not swear words, I'm sorry. Wendy's from Wisconsin. I'm sorry, words are not happening today. Let's just deal with that. She's from Wisconsin, USA, and found me not long ago and enjoying the content. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining. And yeah, everyone in the chat, say hello. It's a wonderful wee community of daft people. Magdalena says Scottish words too. I think we're going for Scottish words. Right, I'll pull that up. And okay, guys, I've got to warn you, like, sort of straight off the bat, right? Although I am Scottish, I'm having a wool fall at the side here. Wendy wants SEO. Don't worry, Wendy, we will be coming. The SEO will be happening shortly. I assume by the Wendy Work Art Your Shop, that'll be coming shortly too. So I'll explain this. I am Scottish. I live in Scotland. I was born in Scotland, but I spent my teenage years in England, so my accent's a little bit not quite as broad as it could be, and I probably will say some of these things wrong myself, but it was just a laugh anyway. So we'll pop this up. This was just a thing that came up on Facebook. Is that showing? I know. Daniel, I know, it's amazing the thought that we actually have Scottish words that aren't swear words. They'll probably sound like swear words to some of you. Yeah, so my accent's not totally thick, and I'll probably say some of the things wrong anyway, but it was a funny little thing coming up on Facebook, words that non-Scots can't say properly. So, and it's... Hey, I've got no place to complain anyway. I do videos on Etsy, or Etsy, and I say Etsy wrong, so I know what it's like, but watching videos and TV shows from America when they say Scottish things, it drives me batty that everything is said wrong. And also, let's face it, like, when we get any news from England, they generally say Scottish things wrong, so I'll try and help you with some of them. But okay, this should be up on your screen just now, hopefully. Yes, it is. So if you guys want a wee guess at some of these words, I know typing them out how to say them isn't the best, but it could be amusing. So if you guys want to take a guess at how to say some of these words, or just even point pull up any of the names, any of the words that you're not sure how to say. That would be kind of cool. Daniel, can he say anything Scottish? Yeah, can he is cannot, obviously, in Scottish. And that's, I'm going to start there. None of you have said it yet, but if you're talking about anything the Scottish, with the Scottish people, it's Scots. Scotch is the stuff we make. It's quite offensive to call a Scots person Scotch, unless you're calling us a whiskey by deliberateness. And Scotch whiskey, Scotch, the whiskey is spelt without an E. It's Irish whiskey that has an E in it. There you go, teaching you Scottish already. Right, so what's the word you guys think you can't say on this little list? And how do you think they're pronounced? And just for extra bonus points, yeah, cool. Extra bonus points. Do you know what any of them mean? That would be pretty cool too. Right, I'm just trying to get some caffeine in my system. No energy again. There is something about Sunday afternoons. If I had a fire in the corner of the house, I would just have a fire and just cuddle up with maybe a wee glass of wine. Magdalena's boss is Scottish. What word will make him smile? Oh, that's cool. That maybe you'll get into less trouble for sitting at work listening to to my videos if I'm saying Scottish things for him. One of them that's not on the list that I think should be, that's not on this graphic. That, if you can hear that, that's just Ben having a scratch. When he's doing it, he likes to make sure he's noisy enough so he hits his collar. And when we were kids, living in England, coming up to Scotland, Mum used to always make us, the road signs as you come up to Scotland, she always used to make us say this one word, this one Scottish place name. So that should have been on there. It's Ecofechin. And we always had to say this to prove that we weren't turning English, or Sassenach, which is the Scottish word. Well, it's the Highland word for southern, basically, but it's a comedy insult to people who are not as Scottish as you, really. So Daniel's picked one, a good choice. I'm not going to say it yet. I do actually know how to say only one of these I had to look up, actually. I know how to say most of them, but this one, with starting with an A, this one is actually a place. Anyway, no, I'm not even going to ask you how you say it, because nobody's going to figure it out. Yes, and I've got Daniel's been helping me with some German translations. I know some of you listening to me speak German as your first language, and it's awesome that you're listening to me and typing your comments in German, which I love. And then I'm going through Google Translate, which those of you on your Facebook page will know that Google Translate just told me that someone was telling me they had a 15-year hangover, which is not what they were trying to say. So Daniel's been helping me, and well, no, German and Scottish are probably going to be very similar. I don't know, they've probably got a similar basis somewhere. But anyway, that A1 is Auchtermuchty, and that's a place in Scotland. And so there are ways, I mean, it could sound more German. I'm not going to kill my voice by trying to put in extra accents on things. Obviously, people have stronger accents and say things with more stresses on things and more rolly R's and stuff. That's not how I say stuff. But anyway, so Auchtermuchty was the first one. Any other names? I'm gonna quickly jump in just now and do Edinburgh. Edinburgh is not Edinburgh, it's Edinburgh. Hopefully most of you know that, but I watch so many travel videos because it's kind of fun to see people from different cultures come to your cities and stuff. But when they're walking around Edinburgh and they keep saying Edinburgh, and you're going to get punched, mate. Just learn how to say the name of the place you're in when you're in it. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, I know language things, different countries, fair enough. Google Translate is awesome. Daniel, it's kind of been cool. I've had some German customers and we've managed to use Google Translate between us, and I've had happy customers at the end of it. We're probably saying some things that make each other chuckle, but it's worked well enough. Amazing baby, hello there, good to see you again. I'm not even gonna try. So ich hab Deutsch, and then I'm lost. To be perfectly honest, the only German I can really speak comes in a Rammstein song, and even then I'm probably saying it wrong. Yeah, so yeah, my German's terrible. So anyone knew what this one is? Hogmanay is how you say it. Anyone know what the word means or what it is? I don't know the actual translation myself. Ben's playing around on the floor, coming over for a wee fuss, but he's not going to come up like Mia. He's just going to be like down on the floor and make me look weird and hear some strange noises. The sneezing is Ben's rubbing his nose on the carpet and making himself sneeze because the dog's a dafty. Ben's my dog, for new people. We usually get a visit from one of the dogs. And it's been raining for like 2 days straight, and the dogs are a bit bonkers just now. They're all hyper now the sun's come out and they're wanting long walks. Okay, so Hogmanay is Du hast. You've got it, Daniel. I believe Du hast is supposed to be a version of the German wedding vows, but there's, yeah, people talk differently about that, say it's different things, argue about it, as people argue with everything. So Hogmanay is the night before New Year. It's New Year's Eve, and it is a relatively big celebration in Scotland. It's not as big as it used to be. Like everything, everything was better in the past, but it's really cool. Stay up to midnight, have your party and stuff, and we've got lots of crazy traditions. Generally involving drink, but yeah, there's also creepy things. A friend told we used to go away on holiday, like to a cottage with a load of friends, and so we researched some of the traditions for Hogmanay, the ones that we hadn't heard of. And one that was horrible is you're supposed to bake a biscuit or a cookie for everybody and put their initial on it and bake it on Hogmanay, and if your cookie breaks, you're going to die the next year, which is just, why would anyone do that? That's absolutely horrible. But anyway, that's Hogmanay. And the L one is Loch, and there's nothing on so many English people or English news or whatever, they'll say loch, and it's not a loch. A loch is something in a canal. A loch is a Scottish lake, and there's no need for vast amounts of phlegm. It's a nice simple word, and it's just a Scottish lake. I'm gonna get, I should work here. Yeah, Sauchiehall Street again, nothing totally fancy. That's just the name of a street in Glasgow, but it confuses people. It's just a shopping street in Glasgow. Working around anyone. Now this might be sort of, I'm trying to think, might be from sort of German roots, but does anyone have a guess what Drich could possibly mean? This one here. The dogs come over for a fuss. Place your bets now. I'll give you like 2 minutes while I finish my coffee, 30 seconds while I finish my coffee, what you think Drich could possibly mean. Finally getting some energy. I think the caffeine's hitting in. I'm trying to think if that's in any other language. I don't know. Amazing baby, they have new photos of the Loch Ness monster type monster. I haven't seen anything on that. They are generally usually some kind of hoaxes. I would love if Nessie existed. It's believable because Loch Ness is so big and especially so deep. there is stuff in there, we don't know what it is, but I doubt there's a monster there. But for the Scottish Tourist Board, of course Nessie exists. She's fantastic and she just pops up every now and again for the tourists. But yeah, I don't know. I doubt it. Well done, Daniel. I'll give you a B+ for effort there. Yeah. I thought Dreich had kind of German words for dreary. Yeah, it kind of similar. I would say Dreich is a kind of damp day, but dreary, absolutely. It's that kind of. It's just rain. It's a type of rain, really. we have words for different types of rains, but yeah, it's wet. It's meh. It's a horrible day. Amazing baby. Dinosaurs never died all the way. There has been speculation about that there's some kind of dinosaur family living there and stuff. And I mean, there are some species of animals that have been around from that time. Anything's possible, you know. We haven't explored all the depths properly, but I'm gonna say doubtful. But it would be kind of cool, but doubtful. Oh, this is the one that totally confuses so many people. It's actually an area in Glasgow. I've worked in this area quite a lot. This one beginning with an M here. So it's Dreich in Scottish. It's Dreich. I suppose kind of similar. Because I don't speak Gaelic at all, so our pronunciation is kind of a little bit. It's gone through many tongues before we've started learning it, so it's probably where it's all come from the same place, but just over time we start saying it differently. But yeah, the language is all probably originated somewhere similar. Yeah, so this M word, an area in Glasgow, fairly posh area in Glasgow, is Mulgai, or if you show yourself that you're not from here if you say Milngavie. That's a great way to show that you're a tourist, but it's Mulgai. I've no idea why. Wendy, yes, we will be getting onto the SEO soon. I'm just having a bit of fun while we're waiting for people to show up. But yes, we'll be looking over the shop, doing a bit of Etsy stuff. Yes, this is just a bit of fun to get us started. Okay, this is the one I had to look up. I believe it's a town in one of the islands, Isle of Skye maybe. Bunnahabhain. Bunnahabhain is, I believe, how you say it. But if we have any actual Gaelic speakers that can say it properly, then go ahead. It's not one that I know, so yeah, this is the one I failed on. This again, the D one, that like Dreich, this looks like it's kind of got similar roots to German. I don't know if I'm making that up, Daniel. It's another place in Scotland. It's I believe I've been there as well, but it's been on the news quite a lot. So this one is Drumnadrochit. Just yeah, I don't know what it means or anything. It's just a place name. And finally, I left this one to last because this, although it's a place in Scotland, my parents loved the name, and it was the name of my house when I was growing up. So I got my English accent. Lived in this house while I was getting my English accent. Oh, but here's Mum anyway. She's saying I said it right. That's fine. And it's also a whiskey. Yes, I thought you would know about whiskies. Daniel, I have no idea how Milgai is said the way it is. I think it's probably just to trip up tourists. I don't know. And the last one is Tinnabruach. And I even know what this one means because, like I say, it was our house. Tinnabruch is the house on the hill. Bruch is hill, and Taina is house on. So you get like houses on the beach can be called Taina, which is house on the sea. Yeah, sea. So there we go. The Scottish stuff. Yeah, so a bit of fun. Wendy, who bullied me into it, is clearly not out of bed yet. But hopefully she enjoys that when she joins us. So anyway, on to Etsy SEO, or starting with our shop that we're looking at is Nadia's shop. Pearl, oh, I don't know how to say it, but it's awesome. She's German, so Daniel, I can't say Daniel. But beaded needle felted animals and polymer clay animals. So as usual, we'll have a quick look over her shop, see if anything catches our eye, see if there's anything obviously missing, and then dive in for a wee bit of SEOing on it some more. So firstly, she doesn't have a banner, which I think is perfectly okay. Some people choose to have a banner, some people don't. If you have a banner, it means your listings are pushed further down. If you don't have a banner, then you can see more of them when you click on. So I don't think there's any right or wrong way to display your shop. She has her featured listings up, which look pretty awesome. She's only had the shop for about a year, had a few sales already, so good job. And getting a few favourites. We'll just add another one in here. I'll just pop up a link to her shop if anyone wants to check it out. It looks great fun. Like I say, we've got felting beaded stuff. Oh, it's not letting me post a link. Wendy, sorry, yes, different Wendy. Yeah, we have another Wendy in Pam Duthie's Felting Friends, and she's a friend of mine on Facebook, and she asked me about the Scottish stuff. Yeah, that's where I'm going with that. Right, so she has featured items at the top, which I'm really liking. I forget I've got a pen here, I can draw on stuff. She has her featured items across the top here, and it's a good mixture. There's a couple of needle felted and a couple of beaded stuff, so that's cool. As we scroll down, she has sections in her shop, just 3 sections. So felted made to order, beadwork and patterns, and felted ready to ship. That's fair enough. That's the things she makes. You can have more sections in your shop. Although she's saying polymer clay, I'm not seeing any polymer clay yet. Either way, I think, although I say niche down, you should have like one niche. I think these will work well together. Because it's small cute animals in beaded needle felted or polymer clay, so I think they totally work together. So I'd be more than happy if she had another section of polymer clay, and possibly could split the beadwork out into 2 sections and have beadwork and beadwork patterns. That would be cool. So the items, the photography is not bad at all. Needle felting and beads, because they're so little, is a bit of a pig to photograph and look good. I'm well aware of it. But they're nice and bright. They look really good. You can see what it is. I like throwing in sometimes with something else there so you can see the scale, especially the really tiny birds. Yeah, I was gonna say you could use a tool like PhotoFuse to cut out the background and have them proper bright white like on this cat. But I don't actually hate the horizon line either in the pictures, but it's a possibility that you can totally do. PhotoFuse, I have some videos on that anyway, but it's just a really easy website that links to your Etsy shop, and basically when you open PhotoFuse, it pulls your listings over, couple of clicks, and then it sends them back again, and it's just cut out all the background and it looks awesome. So it's worth experimenting with that, because I think some of the pictures, it can be tempting if you're not cutting out the background to overexpose the actual picture, so that your item's way too bright to try and blow out the background, like I think she's doing here. So it's much easier to take a really nice picture of your item, good crisp colours, and then remove the background. Amazing baby, sales are better after some SEO dancing, and prayer never hurts. Well, fantastic, you're doing better. That's so good to hear. And yeah, a little bit of playing around with stuff. I'm at the opposite. I'm trying to catch up with things because I know the busy season's just coming. So I have not touched any of my listings. I'm doing no SEO because I kind of don't want to push for sales at the minute. But yeah, here's an example. And these things are difficult to photograph, I know, but blowing out the background is it's difficult to quite see what the item is. And some of these, I mean, the beaded Labrador, that's absolutely gorgeous, so cute, and loving it. Some felted eyeballs. I actually have a tutorial. Last year I made a video on making some felted eyeballs, which was great fun. They're so easy to make. I should make some for my Halloween costume. I think they would work. I'm doing a zombie nun, so she could have eyeballs. Why not? So it looks like lovely photography with the dog, needle felted dog, and tiny beaded dragons, yeah, awesome. And there's the dragon bracelet. I meant to say right up at the top, sorry, scrolling too quick, I love the idea of this beaded bracelet dragon. I would just say I think the photography could just be improved slightly. I was thinking, guys, let me know what you think as well. But if you took the picture wearing the bracelet, took the picture along your arm rather than down onto your arm, that might just give a really nice, better angle, sort of seeing up the snout of the dragon and it wrapped around your arm, just to get a real good idea of it. But I love it anyway. Let's check all other practices are in place. Reviews, I know it's hard when you've just started, so a 5-star review, great. Doing some shop updates, that's cool, but it's really just a photograph of the photograph in the listing, which I know pushes you out to followers and things, so it's a cool thing to do. But I would maybe add some photographs of an item being made where it's not quite finished yet, or something that's going to come out soon, or something that's not the exact same thing, but it's still cool to be using updates. And yeah, a different angle of something is cool as well. That's lovely to see. I do love a beaded dragon. Again, there's more pictures in the about section. This is fantastic, seeing some of the work in progress. This is what people want to see, how it's being made, so that's super important. I'm not really sure what that's a picture of, but cool. It's good to see behind the scenes things, background drawings of felted ideas. That's cool. Yeah, so a little bit about yourself, really important. SEO, part of the SEO is we do get a boost if we've filled in all our policies and everything. Make sure you fill in everything you can. So yep, she does have policies filled in. Yep, exchanges, lots of stuff going on. That's fantastic. So yeah, all pretty good there. So let's think about SEO in this thing. Firstly, I just want to jump over. I've already done this, but we're just going to jump over to EtsyRank. Now I'm using EtsyRank Pro. This feature is not available at the minute for the free subscriptions, but most of everything else I use will be. But this is just a handy wee one, looking at competitors' tags. So we've put our shop name in and pulled up a tag report. This is very handy for just a quick overview of a shop. It pulls out all the tags that are used in our shop and says, are these tags what level of competitiveness are they? which is how many other people are using these tags, who are we up against. The demand is how often has it been searched. At the minute this is going from a Bing search, because it's difficult to get the actual stats. Etsy don't release these stats, so this is coming from a Bing search. And engagement is how, when people search for that tag, how often are they likely to interact with it, like it, buy it, all these things. So we can see at a quick glance that 3/4 of the tags used that are being checked in this rundown are very high competition tags. So this is a difficult thing for a really small, not a really small shop, for a really new shop. You're attempting to rank next to the real big guys, and that can be difficult. She might not be ranking for the terms she's aiming for. And again, 3/4 are very high competition, but only 1/4, or just over 1/4, is very high demand. So people are searching for them a little bit less. I mean, it's still pretty good, but we've got, it's just high and medium demand mainly. So aiming for the most competitive tags with the most people you're up against, but not necessarily the most people are searching for it. But again, the engagement's pretty good, but it generally is. If something's really, really high competition, it tends to be really high engagement, but it's no good if you can't get found for it. But let's have a quick look at some of the fiber. I'm reading what I'm saying out loud when my eyes are kind. Let's have a look at some of the tags which are there, and we can see the top tag that she's using in her shop. It's showing 36 times in what the program searched for. So the top tag is fiber art, which is good. That is something that she makes, but again, it's very high competition. Second highest is needle felted, and then we have tags animal, cute, felting and fluffy. So immediately what I'm going to say here is you really don't want the single word tags for this at all. It's unlikely, if you think like a buyer, it's unlikely that someone's going to be searching just for the word animal. And if they were, the page of stuff that comes up, it's unlikely if they were actually searching for the word animal that they would be looking for a needle felted sheep. So it's not really, although there's lots of people with the word animal as a tag, it's not really worth the effort of trying to rank for that. So I would work on adding more words to your tags, having multiple word tags. So you could have a tag that was cute animal, needle felted animal, fluffy animal, lots of different tags, adding more words into your tags. Single word tags, there's times when they might be important, like using your shop name. If you wanted to do that, then a single word might work for that. But otherwise, there's really no reason for a single word tag. There's very little reason. Occasionally I use them. I'll go into that in more detail in other videos. Where is the policy section? I can't find it. Right, what I'll do just now, we'll stick this back on my face. I'll go into my shop. I'll see if I'll get to it and then I'll show you. I don't want to go through all my shop because I'm not sure what's going to come out. I'll see if I can find it just now. And then I'll show you how I got to it without showing stuff that I shouldn't be showing, if that makes sense. I think announcement. Sorry, I know it's great to sit and watch me looking at the screen. That's wonderful. Yeah, got it, right. That's where I thought it was. Okay, we'll get back to that. Right, so amazing baby, from your shop manager. If your shop manager, you've got your shop down here. If you click on the little pen to edit it, and when you scroll right down, announcements, there's other ways into it as well, but this, if we scroll right down to shop policies, and then you have the ability to be able to edit it from here. Like I say, there's other ways into it, but that's the quickest one just now. You can just go in, so just hit the little pen beside your shop. I know they keep changing things, so I'm not able to find them. Where were we? What were we working on? Yeah, tags. Yeah. So what I'm going to do actually for this shop, firstly, now I did notice that she has a needle felted dog. As we know, I do these, so I know a little bit more about these tags than I know about other things. So this is kind of cool. I want to show you this. And firstly, what we'll do, so we're going to into tools, rank checker. We'll have a look first of all and see if she's ranking for this. So you can put in the name of your shop or the shop you want to check. Needle felted dog, I already have up and loaded because that's one I search for a lot myself. So if we look and see if she's ranking for a needle felted dog, because she has some in there. It's one of the things she makes. Just takes a wee minute as EtsyRank searches through all the things, and as I expected, unfortunately at the minute in time she's not ranking for needle felted dog. Now it's just a medium competition term. It's possible to rank for this. I believe her shop could rank for this. It's saying it's not a massively searched term, but it does bring a fair bit of traffic, and it's got very high engagement. If someone searches for the term needle felted dog, and the results that come up are needle felted dogs, so people are more likely to buy it. So it's a kind of reasonably cool thing. I've got some of the, this is such a good one because this is something I've been working on a video for, so I can share lots of information. But she's not currently ranking for needle felted dog, and it's a possible one. Right, here's a sneak peek at something else I'm going to talk about at a later date. A lot of people, when you're on EtsyRank or when you're searching on Etsy and you're looking at your competition, what they're not looking at is how competitive are their competition. Right, so we say it's medium competition, but we can look here at what items are actually ranking, and we can see a really important thing. Oh, I don't know what that's saying. Oh, EtsyRank doesn't let me draw on it with a marker. That's a new one. Okay, so we can see the number of views these items have had. So it's not just how many items, but how good are these items. So if we look, like the number one item has had 12,000 views on it, and oh my goodness, it was only created a year ago. So this is a fantastic item for whatever reason. So if what we're looking for is, are there items on the front page that have a less number of views? So this little guy has only got 436 views. He's getting less views and he's been up a lot longer. So is it possible to rank? It might be possible to rank if there are listings that have less views. And again, here's one with 95 views. So you're just looking and seeing how amazingly competitive are your competition. Just scrolling down again, one with 132 views. Laura, what does it mean by ranking? Yeah, all this means is we'll use needle felted dog because it's here and that's what that is. If a customer types into Etsy needle felted dog, Etsy brings it back a list of results, and it brings back this list, not exactly because they're customized for each individual, but it brings back a list of results. And what it's doing is it's finding all the thousands of shops that have needle felted dog as a listing and ranking them in order of what it wants to show them as. So this is what SEO is. It's telling Etsy, this is what my item is, do you want to give us a chance? And Etsy kind of goes, now which are the best listings. If I show these listings, which are most likely to sell to the customer? So you get ranked. This guy here, this ranks #1. So in the search, this is pushed up to the #1 position. This is the first thing the person that's searching for is going to see. So you want to rank as high as possible, because what can happen is your item might be ranked number 200. That means he's in 200th place on the search and nobody's going to see him. So ranking is the most important thing. You work out your keywords, you try and decide what are good keywords, but if you can't rank for them, you won't be seen. And so customers can't find you. So that's what I'm meaning by ranking. So thank you, awesome question. Alright, so we've seen this shop isn't ranking at the minute for needle felted dog, but it might be possible. But something even more awesome, right, we've got the keyword tool on EtsyRank as well. So I'll pop in needle felted dog, and you can look up on the keyword tool, and this gives you some more data, some more information on this term, needle felted dog. I'm really loving that we've got a shop that's something that I really know plenty about. So it's telling us that it's a medium competition, but with low demand but very high engagement, which we'd already seen in other places. Long tail graph is telling us, is this a long tail keyword? Is it very specific to what it is, rather than dog or animal, which would be a short one. This is less competition but more specific. And from Bing, the search trend, there is some search demand for a needle felted dog. Gives us some statistics here, which is fantastic. There's 5,000 listings with that, so it's analysed the top 100 of them and gives us again some ideas. The average price, so if you're making very expensive listings, it might be a good or a bad thing depending on what customers look for, but on average it's $60. The average listing has 653 views, so they are getting a fair number. You know, basically on average every week the top 100 listings are getting seven views. But we are seeing on Google Trends, needle felted dogs doesn't have a massive search volume. What's also useful here is this word cloud. It gives us some more ideas. This is going through all the listings that have needle felted dog. What other tags do they use? What other things might work for us? So it gives us like dog lover gift, dog memorial. It just gives us some ideas of different ones. We've got miniature dog, felted animal, dog lover's gift, and this shows us at a glance the competition, demand and engagement. So you might be able to find some other cool terms. So what we're looking at is needle felted dog is not a bad keyword. It's a long tail keyword. There's some search. But what I can do is compare some keywords, and this is something I did with mine, and there's some real interesting things. I found some other keywords. So needle felted dog, and miniature dog is a comparison that I did. I'd done looking just at different search terms that I was looking for. So this will help this shop as well as it helped mine, hopefully. Giving away the trade secrets properly here. Just takes a minute. The reason EtsyRank can appear slow is it's going through and pulling data from lots of things on Etsy. And here we go, it pulls everything up. So as we can see, needle felted, as expected, is very high competition. There's more than 50,000 shops with that as a tag. Not necessarily a bad thing, but it's going to be hard to rank for. And again, these are pulling in some crazy high average views. But needle felted dog, there's 5,000 listings for. But miniature dog, which also works not just for the needle felted, but would also work for her beaded dogs as well. There's more listings. So miniature dog is a higher competition term, there's more of them. But what is fascinating with this, when I looked at, they're all very high engagement, so they're all reasonable search terms. But when you look at needle-felted dog compared to miniature dog, needle-felted dog has average views of 600 views, whereas miniature dog has much less at 158. So although there's a lot more competition, there's a lot more listings with the words miniature dog, they are either not driving as many views, which I think that they're all very high competition. So are they being searched for, or is it just easier to rank for this? The other miniature dog listings are not as good quality, so it might be easier to rank for. One thing is the average price is a bit lower because miniature dog could be a whole range of things. But if we have a look, this is the Google Trends graph of the different terms. And if we look, well, needle felted is a term that's searched for on the internet. It's not all the time, but it's got a fair bit of data. But needle felted dog really isn't being searched for a whole lot, whereas miniature dog is. So what we're seeing is that miniature dog is a searched for term. It's searched for in Google, so we could maybe even get some traffic from Google, but it's also searched for on Etsy. It's got less average views, so it might be easier to rank for. So perhaps miniature dog would be a better term to rank for with a small shop. So that was just something interesting that I found. Using the keyword tools to find different ideas from that keyword cloud that I showed you, from the listing of other people's tags. When we're comparing the different tags, needle felted dog and miniature dog both describe exactly what the item is, but one of them might just be slightly better, might be easier to rank for, and it's got more search traffic, more people search for it. So just for an idea, it might be better to maybe focus on miniature dog. So let's go back to their shop. Also, because she has a few, there's beaded dogs and needle felted dogs. So the good thing here, right, let's pull this listing up. So because there's several, she could make several listings focusing in trying to get miniature dog as ranking for them, and this would make her more of an authority. She might be able to rank for them better. So what I'm going to say, right, let's first of all try and understand this listing. Okay, so needle felted animal, dog, your dog, custom short heads. Yeah, so it's a custom sculpture. Fine, totally understand that. The problem is this is very much what Etsy's telling us not to do anymore. This is very much a title that's written for computers. This I totally get you're trying to hit a whole load of keywords, but when you try and hit a whole load of keywords, you're not so relevant for any of them. So this is why you're less likely to rank. So at the minute, she's not ranking for needle felted, she's not ranking for needle felted dog. No one's going to search for just the single word custom short head dog possibly, but what I would do is narrow this down a whole lot. Now that's a Doberman, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully I'm right. So if we're aiming for miniature dog, we want this title to explain what it is and hit our keywords. So what I would aim for is a title a little more along the lines of custom miniature Doberman dog sculpture. That'll do. That's all you need. Or trying to put all the words together. So custom miniature dog example Doberman sculpture, and that is just aiming in for the miniature dog as a keyword. And once you start ranking for that, then you can move on to other things, but you don't want all the tags in one listing. I also did, if you check back on my video from 2 weeks ago, how to shorten a title, you could go in and use your statistics, which obviously I don't have access to, but see what this listing is drawing traffic with. what terms people are finding this under, and keep those terms in your title. They're important, and cut out the ones that aren't working for you. I can't imagine that this listing would be being found for all of these tags. So take the ones that aren't working out, focus in on the ones that are already driving traffic. But they're very much as, okay, I'm going to say it, yeah. Don't make the titles keyword vomit. Don't try and put all your keywords into the title. Etsy is now telling us short titles, it's better SEO, it's a good practice. And as we've been told, the description now doesn't matter for the SEO for Etsy. It still works for Google. So, but this cartoon style, fair enough, we can say that. I make your short head dog, needle felted dog mate. So it tells us what it is, it tells us about the size of it, tells us, sends us a picture of your dog. Yeah, so that does the job. Yeah. So looking at the tags, needle felted, you could have needle felted dog fits as an entire tag. You probably wouldn't want just dog as a tag by itself. Needle felted dog, felted Doberman, miniature dog, miniature Doberman, custom felted dog, all these tags, but don't just have the one word. Fiber art dog. Do people search for comic style? They might well do. Let's have a look. Keyword tool, comic style. Just get that going. It's not a tag I'd thought of. It might be good, it might not. Let's find out. Come on, EtsyRank. Well, ERank, actually, for those of you that haven't noticed, it's changing its name. It's rebranding from EtsyRank to ERank. And if you guys haven't got it, EtsyRank.com, the free version of this has almost everything here. Certainly the keyword tool and the rank checker are all in the free version. I'm just using the pro version because it's got some extra things that help me looking at other people's shops mainly. Okay, so comic style, medium competition but very low engagement. So it's definitely not something that I would waste a title space for. Your titles are your most important keywords, and so if it's got a very low engagement, you probably, yeah, not bothered about that. Oh yeah, the total number of views, no, it's, yeah, it's not too competitive. It's getting less than one view a week on average. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. You can probably rank for that, but I would say comic style dog, comic style sculpture, comic style art. But yeah, it's not, I don't, yeah, I'm trying to see, comic style art, comic portrait. I think people would most often be searching for 2D rather than 3D. But if it's something that drives some views, then fine. But I wouldn't be sticking it in my title. Yeah, so it's not a terrible keyword. But anyway, that's just a, let's get back to my ugly face. Right, that's just a wee idea of some SEO, what I'm thinking when I'm doing these things. I think this is an absolutely gorgeous shop, and obviously I'm impressed, needle felted, and I love beadwork things, but just all of us should be narrowing down our titles quite a lot. But, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to make videos on this, but really importantly, if it's working, if your item is driving a lot of traffic, if your item's making a lot of sales, don't touch that item. Fix your not working ones, fix your ones that aren't drawing traffic, and then get to see what you can rank for, get to see what drives traffic, and then head on to other things. Okay, so, but I hope that helps you all. If we've still got anyone here, feel free to jump in and say hello if we've still got anyone here. Um, yeah, it shows we still have. I've not bored all of you off, but I hope that was helpful, giving you some ideas. I'm going to try and get through as many of the. Going to try and get through as many of the shops, and if you're wanting your shop looked at, Pam Duthie's Felton Friend, there's a thread in there for you to put your shops into, and I'll work through the listings as quickly as I can now. Amazing baby, yeah, absolutely. Vintage sellers, don't lose hope. The SEO stuff helps, and fussing in your shop. Yeah, I know vintage sellers worry about this a lot, and I totally get it. And a lot of the advice seems to be like, obviously, a listing that it helps me when I have a custom listing that I can sell and relist and sell and relist. That boosts me up the listings. But if you're a vintage seller, you're not competing against me. You're competing against other vintage sellers who their stuff is a one of a kind, so you can't sell and relist. So all the SEO that's good, that works for you, that's fantastic, and you're only up against other vintage sellers, so it's awesome. But you're so right that vintage good SEO is good SEO if you're doing the right stuff. Fiddling about, fussing about in your shop, I mean, that's the biggest thing. That's why August, we did one change a day for the whole month of August. Like, if you just go in and just do one little thing every single day, obviously not on the big sellers, not on the stuff that's driving traffic, but play around with one little thing every day is way, way, way better for you, way more important than, I'm not kidding. There's people, since the Etsy Ultimate Guide came out, there's people that have changed 500 listings in a day in their shop. Don't ever do that. Seriously, and they're going, I've changed 500 listings and suddenly my sales have crashed. You just knee-jerk change stuff without understanding what's going on. Fiddle a little bit, tinker, see what it does, and then come back to it. Rosanny, hello there. I know, look at the keto working, skin and bones. I put this on just for you. I was just trying to pull on something clean for my live stream. I've been felting all afternoon and my clothes are covered in fluff, so I was trying to pop on something clean, and I thought, no, I've got to do the skeleton top again. Amazing baby, you are most welcome. I'm so glad it helps some people, because see, I totally know what it's like. In 2010, my shop crashed, like totally died. So when people say, oh, it's not fair, my shop's crashed, I understand. I had that happened, and I sat and I worked hard and I learned SEO, and my shop's done better year on year, and it's way better than it ever was. But it's hard work, and that's why I'm still working on SEO, I'm still learning, but I'm trying to share out with you guys what's working for me. And it's going to be different. Like, so many people give advice, and that's all we're given. I'm in talks with people. I talk to Etsy. I try and learn as much as I can, but Etsy doesn't tell us all the facts. Etsy doesn't know all the facts themselves. There's no one thing that works for everyone. So I keep getting messages from people, and I love it, and thank you. But they've heard something from someone else, and they say, is this the truth? Does this happen? And the thing is, what works for someone doesn't necessarily work for someone else. So I'm hearing these kind of rumors, and you go and check them, and it's like, well, no, that's not what I'm finding. So listen to what I'm saying, listen to what they're all saying, tinker about, and see which works for you. That's all we can do. Mary, hello. When you have a new listing in your shop, can you see your ranking on ERank from the start? Mary, yes, absolutely. EtsyRank, ERank shows us immediately where it is on Etsy. So if Etsy's indexed you straight away, and it really seems to, I've been doing some experiments and stuff, and if you're ranking, you will show up within 5-10 minutes. I've been testing, you'll see on Tuesday's video hopefully, but when you renew a listing, I've renewed it and I've checked back in like 5-10 minutes, and the ranking has changed. It's updated, it's showing itself. So yeah, ERank, the reason it's taking time when I click on things, it's taking time because it's looking at this very minute at where it is. So it's pulling the immediate data. So yeah, when you put up a new listing, give it maybe 5 minutes and then search, and you'll see if you're ranking. The thing is, especially with a new listing, but also with a relisted listing, which I'm going to talk about on Tuesday, but you get a little boost for newness, so you'll be slightly higher than you would normally. But it's a good time to have a look and say, okay, I can rank, I'm at this place. So yeah, you'll see it absolutely right from the start. Yeah, and look, EtsyRank's not, it's not doing anything special. It's just, you could search on Etsy, just type in whatever you're looking for and search, but the thing is that Etsy has personalized views. So EtsyRank gives us a sort of average. It gives us what would happen if someone's logged out. But if you look at your own shop quite a lot, which we kind of do, not in a vanity way, but sorting through listings and things might be a little more skewed for your own view. And also, we used to have to do this. I used to, before EtsyRank, there was another tool years ago, but before that existed, you used to have to search and literally scroll through pages and go, where's my item? Oh, here it is on page 24. Whereas now we've got EtsyRank scrolling through all the pages and finding where you're ranking on average. If you physically search, you might see it at a slightly different place, and I would see it at a different place from you. So EtsyRank's given us the average. Okay guys, I hope that helped. If anyone's got any other questions, I'll give you a couple of minutes to get them in with my nice slow lag. But yeah, it's been awesome hanging out with you guys again. I'm actually just getting a second wind. The caffeine must have kicked in because I'm so tired at the start of this thing. But yeah, keep throwing questions in, either in here, in any of the live streams. If you've got anything you want me to make videos about or go more in depth, Pam Duthie's Felt and Friends on Facebook, or in the comments of any of my videos. I read all my comments. I try. No, I don't try. I answer everybody that I can. And yeah, if you've got anything you're worried about or want to know about, drop us a line and let us know. But yeah, this has been awesome, and I hope you all have a great Sunday. It's been pretty cool. Don't forget to check out all the other YouTube channels as well. It's Rosanny and Daniel and everyone, because it's a great community. It's all great fun to pop from stream to stream and pick on everyone else. That's always fun. But yeah, I think that's about where we were at today. For everyone that lets me look at their shop, thank you so much. I really love having a poke about, and this was another good one. And yeah, have an awesome week, guys, and yeah, I'll see you next time.